Listen, so here's the million-dollar question. Where will Tony Romo play in 2017? Is it the Buffalo Bills? That's a possibility. Chicago Bears, another likely scenario. Cleveland Browns, I don't know about that. Will he stay in Dallas? I think my colleague would like him to. And then lastly, Denver. That's good. I like that. Maybe Houston. And then here's one more. Kansas City. And this guy, he knows about this city. New York Jets. We're bringing in Antonio Pierce. You did not play for the Jets, but you know about New York. Where could you see Tony Romo playing in 2017? Like, what makes sense? I gave you all of these possibilities.
Gave me a lot of possibilities. That's
Rich, our director, did a fascinating job of allowing our viewers to imagine and see,
especially with the jersey effect. Yeah, I was feeling
the jersey effect. Shout out to Delina for suggesting that. Which one am I missing?
What about the 49ers?
Oh.
No, you got Lynch there. You got Kyle Shanahan. You know that they need a veteran quarterback. The quarterbacks that they have now currently on their roster, I doubt all four will be coming back, especially with Kaepernick. It makes sense to plug in a guy for a year or two, draft another quarterback, I'm not saying the first round, the later rounds, and hope you kind of have the luck that you've seen in recent years with the Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson, and last year the team that Romo played on with Dak Prescott.
Okay, but AP, let's talk about help. If he goes there, what does he have around him? I feel as if coming from an organization like the Dallas Cowboys, you're going to want something similar to that in terms of stability, ownership that makes sense, management that makes sense. I don't necessarily know if you get that with the 49ers and they're bringing in new management.
Other than probably Denver, there's not a lot of teams that have the talent that you're talking about that you're going to need to protect Romo with. That's an offensive line, a strong running game, and obviously wide receivers. So I think, obviously when you're in the position that Romo's in, you're not getting the cream of the crop teams, right? You're not getting teams that just came back off the playoffs or anything like that. These are teams that are struggling because they don't have a quarterback and a lot of the pieces around them. But here's a guy who, look, the Niners, they're going to do a good job probably in the draft. You understand that. They got a lot of draft picks. You see them probably willing and dealing and making some moves in free agency to help Romo out. Again, it's a stopgap move for the 49ers, who I think that would be a good fix for him. But again, I don't think there's an ideal situation for Romo, period, because if he goes to Denver, they got an offensive line problem. You don't want to go there.
Sure.
Same thing with the Texans.
Yeah, and if money plays into
money, that dude's made so much money. Carry stop. He can't money. He could care less about the money. He wants a ring.
He wants a ring. So where can he go to get a ring quickly? He doesn't have that much time. He's played 5 games these last 2 seasons because it's hard to keep him healthy. Where can he go where he can get a ring quickly? Wouldn't it be Denver?
Yeah, it is Denver. If that's the ideal situation for him, and that's really what he's solely about is winning right now, it is Denver. You got the defense there. You understand that there's wide receivers there. Going to need some help with the offensive line, but a lot of the pieces are already in place. New coaching staff, new playbook he'll have to learn just as well. But Denver gives him the best chance immediately in the next year or so to get back to the playoffs and hopefully the Super Bowl.
All right. AP calls us out. He said San Francisco, we shall see. I'm going with the Jets.
That's Vegas. That's my Vegas bet. That's
your Vegas bet. My Vegas bet is the Jets, so we shall see. Thank you for joining us on Coast to Coast, my friend. David, where would you like to see Tony Romo go? Would you like him to stay in Dallas?
No. I don't think that'd be a good situation.
Good for you.
I think Dak Prescott's obviously the guy moving forward, and Tony Romo becomes more and more of a distraction the longer he's on the roster with him. Maybe the Texans, keep him in the state of Texas. He's got a family. He's got a home with a swimming pool that has a slide in it, we've heard. So, I mean,
that makes sense.
He probably doesn't want to go too far from Dallas, so who knows?
David, he can't move the slide in the pool to the next city he goes to? He didn't have enough cash for that?
I don't think so. That'd be a tricky one to get into the moving van or whatever.